Okay, in this tutorial we're going to learn how to put a photograph into your name. So we'll call this font and photo. The first thing you want to do is bring up any photograph and hit Command A or Control A on a PC and Command C on a Mac or Control C on a PC. Then we just made a virtual copy of the photo. We're done with that photo. Then we want to go in and say New, and let's make a 10-inch by 8-inch piece of paper with 300 resolution in case we want to print it. And we can just call this photo or font photo. So we got a nice white piece of paper. Now, typography in Photoshop is really nice. We've got lots of options with type. If I come down here to my type tool, our horizontal type tool, right up here we've got all the font choices. We also have this character box. We'll click on that, and that is your toggle for your characters and your paragraphs. Here is all of your fonts, and here is all your point size and leading and kerning and all types of fun things you can do with your type. Okay, so I'm just going to reset these back to full regular. Okay. Now, so I'm going to go here and I'm just going to pick a color. Either place you can change the color. I'm just going to change that to black. So I've got black type. I'm just going to type my name. So 72 point, let's see what this looks like. So I've got a nice font here, not a very bold font. I really want to pick a different font. Here's the font families for the Chaparral, so there'd be like bold. So if I select my type and hit bold, okay, it's a nice bold typeface. Now, if you want to squeeze the letters closer together, you can just go in and select all the letters, and over here you can change all the kerning between the letters. Just by changing this to 0, that'll bring it in, or minus, let's say 10, that'll squeeze it together. Or if you click right next to your leading here, or your kerning, you can change all of the type just by dragging right here where it shows the V and the A there. So your letter spacing, okay? That's called tracking. All right, and then if you want to just work just between a couple letters, like between the A and the R right here, you want to do a little bit less space, but not the rest, you could just click between it, and here is your kerning. And we can just go in and we say -5, and that will change it a little bit. Or click on the VA right here and just squeeze it back and forth, and you can watch it happen. A little bit at a time. Okay, so there's lots of things you can do with your letters. Okay, you can also go to your move tool, move it around. We can hit Control or Command T and make the letters bigger. All right, and if we hold down Command, we can italicize or detalicize or skew. That's kind of fun. So if you look at your layers palette, it's on a type layer. If you want to change that type layer to a picture, you just right click on the blue part and rasterize the type. Now it's a photo. So now if I hit Command or Control T, I can go in and warp my text and do some fun changes to the text. It's kind of fun. So there's fun ways to do things with text in Photoshop. Now, of course, if I want to go back and change the letters, I can't. It's a photo. So therefore, I'd have to go back in time or go back to when before it was a type layer. Okay, but you can always add effects to it. So I can go in and I can add like a bevel emboss. Click on right that, and I can make the letters beveled emboss. So that's kind of fun. I can change the color overlay so it's a different color and make it red, and I can do a drop shadow. All types of fun things. Okay. Now, the thing I want to show you, though, in this tutorial is how to put photos inside your letters. So I'm going to delete that layer. I'm going to go back here to my type tool, but hold down on your type tool and bring up the horizontal type mask tool. Once you click on that, let's pick 72 point as a default. Oh, I'm going to go a little bit bigger than that. Now, if you want to go bigger than the defaults here, you can just type it in. I'm just going to do 100 point, enter. And then I'm going to leave it chaparral bold. That sounds fine. Center justified, good. I'm just going to type Crandall. Now it goes pink. The reason it goes pink is it's going to show you where your mask is. So Crandall, okay. And then you can do some changes to your type here. We can still work on it and things as long as you haven't hit the check mark. But when you're ready, hit the check mark, and you're going to notice that there's marching ants going around it. Remember that photo earlier that we copied? We selected and copied? Command A and Command C. Well, we can paste it inside those letters now that we've got marching ants or selections going around the letters. We can go to Edit, Paste Special, Paste Into. Now the photo, if I take my Move tool, the photo is stuck inside my name. So if you look at the Layers palette right here, you've got the photo and your name next door. So if you go to your mask of your name, you can move the name around, the photo stays put. Or you can click on the photo and the name stays put, but the photo moves around. If you want to move both, check in between them with a link right there. See the little link? You can check in between them, and now the whole thing moves. We can get it into place. We could hit Command T, and if we look at this, I hit Command 0 to fit the screen. It's showing the whole photo. The photo's huge. The letters are small. So I can make the whole thing bigger if I'd like. Unlink them, and I can move the photo around some more. And then, of course, to get real fancy, I can take my effects. I'm going to make this bigger on the screen, Command 0. And I'm going to hit Effects. I can do like a bevel emboss. So now I've got a fun bevel emboss on it. I can do drop shadows. I could do a stroke around the letters, which looks kind of neat. Maybe I could do that stroke in, I don't know, blue or something. Okay. And again, I can still move the photo around. Or I can move the name around, or I can move both of them by linking them together. It just has effects of the layer right here. Okay? So when you're done with that, you can just hit Layer, Flatten Image, and your image is on the piece of paper. Okay? So if you want to do another one, you just go to your Type tool, go select a different photo, Command A, so I'll do it one more time. So I'll just go bring up a photo, File, and Open. I'll bring up a nice photograph here. And then I'll hit Command A, Command C to copy it. I'm done with that photo. I hit my Type Mask tool. I'm going to pick a different font. I'll pick a nice heavy font here. It's Airstrike. I'll type light. Check mark. Edit, Paste Special, Paste Into. And now that photo, if I take my Move tool, I can move that photo around on that. If I hit Command T, I can make the photo smaller. So I've got to keep making it smaller and smaller. It's a big photo. And of course, you can do some effects to it and have fun with it. All types of fun effects. Neat. Okay, so work on putting a photo inside of your type.